Hello, my dear crafters. I am so excited about today's project. Look at this. I'm going to show you one. It's a 3-tier tray by Scrap Diva Designs. Look how beautiful this is. What a wonderful gift, huh? I made one for my cousin, and I made one for my craft room as well. And I'll show you how I'm going to use it in my craft room. But look how beautiful this is. You can use a lot of decoration. I just used the same paper pad so it color coordinated well. And I used some pearls here. But look how beautiful this is. Very, very sturdy. You can use it for so many things, and it's a wonderful gift to give. I was thinking to maybe use one of these for my jewelry. Have like the necklaces here, some bracelets here, earrings, or rings. It's just, you can use it for so many things. So this is the one that we're making together today, okay? This tutorial is a little long because I wanted to really walk you through how to use this die set in the easiest way to do it, and the fastest way to do it, because I've tried it, okay? Here's the other one that I made. So use your beautiful papers, and here I also used another Scrap Diva die set, which is called Amaryllis Flower Set. So this one here, I will show you the die set next, but look how beautiful. You can use just one paper. See, I use a base as white here, cardstock always, because it needs to be sturdy, and you use your decoration paper. This one I made it all the same paper, and this other one I used different ones that coordinated together. Look how beautiful that is. I am in love with this, guys, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed because it's one of those dies that comes with so many things, so many parts. So I will walk you through the easiest way to put this together, okay? So yeah, this one I'm going to have in my craft room, and it's going to hold, as you can see, it's going to hold all my sequins and my confettis. I had them all in a drawer, never saw them, so you know how it is. If you don't see them, you don't use them. So it's perfect for that, but you can, like I said, you can really use this for anything. So with that said, yeah, again, let me just quickly show you. That's Scrap Diva Designs. It's called 3-tier tray, and I will have the link below. Do use my coupon code Paula and get 10% off, okay? Use the link below and get the 10% off when you add it to your shopping cart. So that's that. Let's look at how to make these beautiful trays. So let's first look at the die set, because you might look at it and be overwhelmed, but it's actually quite simple. What we have here are the 3 boxes, right? The small, the medium, and the large. Every single one of them has a stitched part or a panel, whatever you want to call it. And what is that for? So I'm going to show you. This is what it's for. So you can layer it and make it more sturdy. And it also adds decoration because it has a stitching on the sides, okay? So that's what that's for. And every single one of them has that. So the magic thing here is this. Because all of the boxes, no matter the size, they have the same width. See, the front is the same. That's why they only have one of these, because actually what you do is you're going to cut 2 for each box, the front and the back, and then this is the side part that's going to glue here on the sides. You're going to see how to do that because we're going to put one together. So basically you're going to use this on all 3 because it's the same width, right? So 2 for here, 2 for here, 2 for here. So always have 6. So when you decide what your paper is going to be, cut 6 of those, okay? How about this? Oh, the other thing is, let me do first the sides, and then we'll look at the stitching, how many you need, okay? And guys, if you want to write it down, that's absolutely fine. I will have a PDF if you want. That's just optional because I'm going to give you all the information you need here. That's an option for you. I'm going to have there all the numbers, how many of each, the options in terms of sturdiness, less sturdy, depending on the paper you have, and also the step-by-step instructions with pictures, okay? But that's optional. You're going to learn everything you need today. So anyway, this is the side, okay? Let me show you in one of the box here. So this is basically this part and this, so two for each, and this would be the side. And that's why it has a flap, because this flap goes inside here, and that's how you close the box. So you need a flap on both sides. So for each box, you need two of these and two of these, and then you have all the sides. Same here. You're going to use this again, remember, two of that and two of that. And here, same thing, two of that and two of this little one. Now let's look at how many these stitching things here. How many do you need? Well, that depends. That's personal preference. I will show you. In my case, I like to make the box very, very sturdy, okay? And by the way, don't use scrapbook paper. You can use it here for decoration, but you have to use cardstock, so something thicker, okay? So for this, which comes in every single one, you're going to use either one time for the inside, like I did here, and see, then you look, and you can also have it at the bottom. For me, guys, I always have at the bottom too, because I think it's in the details that the quality shows, and it also helps it be more sturdy, because it is a tray, right? It's going to carry things. So two for each. So two of these, two of these. Sorry, no, two of these, and two of these, okay? For the inside of the box and for the bottom. How about this area here? This is very important. Again, for me, this is personal preference. If you don't want the inside to have some kind of decoration paper, you don't have to do that. For me, again, I like it to be decorated inside and out. So for that, you would need two of these, so this inside part here, the stitched. Why two? Because here and here, two and two, so four of that for each box, and two of these. Why two? Because you do not, this one I made a mistake. Let me show you the one that doesn't have the mistake. See, you only need two, because this is going to be glued to the side, so you're not going to see that. Plus, if you have this flat, you have more surface to glue on, so it's more sturdy, okay? So again, four of these and two of the side ones, because the side one is going to be glued. So four and two for each one of these. So four of those for this and two of that, four of those for this and two of that. So that's that. So I think I have covered the die set, because the side is pretty straightforward. Let me show you the side. You have the base, which is the outline. Let me show you here, which is the base here that's going to serve as an outline. And you have, again, this stitch, beautiful stitch detail that you're going to use for decoration. And as an option, you don't have to use it. You have these two beautiful twirls here, and let me show you what I did for. So you're going to need, basically, again, for sturdiness, even if you use cardstock, I do two of the base. I glue two, so it makes it really sturdy, and then I come with my decoration paper, and then I layer it with the decoration paper. So basically, you need two of these and one of that, okay, for decoration. And here, same thing, you can use one, or if you want it more sturdy, you can have two of each. Let me show you how I did this. I had two. I added two just to make it pop a little more, but on this one, I didn't do that, and it works just fine. That's personal preference. So you're going to need one or two of these, depending on what you're going to do. Let me show you one of the sides of the one we're going to make together. So see, and I even added for decoration some pearls You know, decoration is on you. You do you. I just thought it would look nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make the bigger box, because it's the same process for all of them and the video won't be so long, okay? So we're going to make the big one and you just repeat the same process and step by step for all of them. So let's do that, and then we're going to glue it together. We're going to do one of the sides and glue it together. So here we have the base, and like I told you in the beginning, I usually have one layer on this side and one layer on the next, on like at the base or on the back, just to make it sturdier, even though I'm using cardstock. So this one I already glued the panel on, but I do want to call your attention to something. When you look at this, you think it's a square. It's not. You actually have a wider part, which is the front, that's going to be aligned with the other boxes, and the side is a little bit shorter. So be aware of that. And I can show you here. If I place this in the middle, you see, let me zoom in for you, be easier. So you see that it's perfectly aligned. If I turn it around, then you see the difference. See how thick it is here and thin there? So it's not a square. And you have to know that, the measurements, because when you glue it, you have to know which part you're going to glue on the side, okay? So we're going to, this is for either the front or the back. That will also depend on how you're going to decorate your piece, okay? Because some papers, maybe you want a certain paper to be in front and the other one on the back because you don't like it as much. So just do whatever is best. So basically we're done. We have they're going to be like this. So two sides. I opted for the same paper. And now we're going to, remember that I told you this is the part that goes in every box. It comes in what I love about this die set is that it does all the scoring for you. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to score the base here. I don't push it all the way down so that it doesn't crack the paper, because it doesn't need to. It needs to go like that anyway. But on this part here, and that's another great thing about this, that they really thought it through, is that it becomes a reinforced box, because this is going to be basically the side of your box. So you have two layers of paper. So how do we do this? So as I mentioned to you, I'm going to have the other example here. I'm going to move this to the side so it doesn't get confused. So this is the front and the back of the box. So you want it showing on both sides, right? That's why I have the paper. This is the front and this is going to be the inside, and it's going to go like that. So that's why I have paper on both sides. And for this case here, I opted for two different papers. So you're going to have the flap facing you, and you're going to, because they're opposite, they're kind of mirroring each other, okay? So you're going to have a paper, look, if your paper doesn't really have a lot of images, that, like in this case here, I have these birds that I want to show. So birds, they have a right and a wrong position, right? You don't want them upside down. So you have to worry about that. Otherwise, something like this doesn't really make that much of a difference. But in any case, this is the way that the paper, I know the direction of the paper, so they're going to be mirroring each other, because this one is going to flip, not the flap is going to flip, I guess. So we're going to glue it like that. So see, and basically this is going to be the side of your box, like this. Oh, sorry, the front and the back of your box. So you have this inside and you're going to have that outside. So we're done with that. And again, you're going to do the same thing with every box, okay? So how do we put it together? Let me show you. And the sides, these are the sides, same thing, we're going to fold it, fold on the scoring lines, and that's the piece that has the flaps. That's what's going to be glued to the front and back, okay? Let me use my bone folder here. We're going to do one because it's the same thing. So the difference here is that this one has a flap and the front and the back doesn't, but it makes sense. Look at this. The flap is going to glue here and you're going to have a box. So we're going to put this aside. This one is different because the other one I wanted it to show front and back. On this one you only need one. Remember I explained that in the beginning. You don't want the sides to have anything because that's going to be glued. So basically all you need is this here. So you're going to face that, the flap will be here, and you're going to face, this is going to face you, and you're going to just glue your decoration. Guys, it's so much fun to make this. I'm like, that's all I want to make now. And it's such a great gift to give to anybody because it's great for jewelry, great for little things, great for the kitchen. Not as great for kitchen because it's paper, but anyway. There you go. So we have that one done. I'm going to do this one, okay, and then I'll come back because it's the same way. So here we have our box. I have the base here. The wider side is to the front and back. Remember, it aligns with this, and then the shorter side will be here. It's just like 1/18 or maybe 1/8 of an inch. It's very little, so you have to make sure to measure to know which side goes where, okay? So wider here, shorter on the sides. So basically what we need to do is I'm going to put this one. It doesn't really matter which one you do. So we're going to put some glue here, and you're going to just tuck it in like this and press it down. So that's what you're gonna have. I leave the flap to the back because I am going to cover that. So basically make sure that you have space enough here to fold your side, okay? Same thing on the other side. Gonna put some glue, and we're going to tuck it in like this. It's actually very easy, very, very easy. So again, you fold it to make sure that it's well positioned, that it will allow it to be folded. So you go a little bit under the folding line for that. So see, you have enough space there. And now guys, all you need to do is put the sides in and you'll be done. Then you're going to flip this and you see. So we have the flaps here on the side. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to put some glue here. You first glue the base and then you do the sides. Makes it much easier. So again, I'm going to tuck it in. Make sure that I have wiggle room here. Press it down. Do the same thing to the other side. And do use good quality glue. You do have a link always in my videos of art glitter glue, which is my favorite glue. Very quick to dry and very strong. So there you go. You can see here that it's well aligned and you have space for it to flip. So now all you need to do, just gonna go around and you basically have the base of your box done. All you need to do now is to glue the sides. Very easy. You're going to put some glue here and we're going to just close it up like that. Make sure to hold it a little bit. Count to 10 because you don't want this to come off. I usually just press it down with my bone folder like this and make sure that it's all tucked in so it's perfect here. You're going to do that on all 4 sides, okay? I'm going to do one more and show you, and then I'm gonna add more glue here. So there you go. Perfect. I'm gonna press it down and hold it for a while. Then I'll come back with all 4 sides done, okay? Now that all 4 sides are glued, all you need to do now is just flip this, and that's what I love about really Scrap Diva Designs, is really to be congratulated, because most boxes are not reinforced, but they did think about it. It is a tray, it needs to be sturdy, so it does need to be able to just flip, and you're going to have like 4 layers of paper, and makes it really sturdy. See, you just flip it like this and glue it in, and we're going to do that on all 4 sides. It hides 2 things. It hides that flap. You don't see the flap. See this? It doesn't show because you're going to hide it with this, which is perfect. So I really appreciate that. Most boxes are just 1 layer. And there you go. I'm gonna do the other 2 and come back. And here we are. See how beautiful it is inside? You don't see the flaps or anything. So last thing you do to make it even more sturdy, and again guys, this is optional. You can just use 1 layer here. You don't need to use actually on that green one, and I'll show you, I didn't even add an extra base. I just did the stitching. I added 1 layer of stitching. See, I have to turn it to see if it fits right, because again, it's not a square, even though it looks like it. Still coughing, guys, still coughing. So I'll just go to the other side and I press it to just make sure it's, especially the edges here. I use my bone folder. I think it's all good. Look at that. How beautiful is this? And guys, you don't have to do the whole tray. If you need just a box, just make one the size that you want. This is a great box that you can use all year long for many different projects. So that's that for the boxes. Now we're going to do the sides and glue it together. Very easy to make. And I am going to add also some pearls like I did to the other boxes, okay? So let me quickly show you how I do this. I buy these at Michael's. They usually have that. I already know how many I want. And these are very easy to peel off. You just do like this. See? They come off as a strip. And I just place it here. It's actually very easy. I use these pearls all the times in my boxes and things. So you just kind of press it down a little bit and go all the way. I place it. And then I go all the way, press it down at the end, and there you go. I just press it with my fingers, and here we are. We have some pearls. So that is done. Now we're going to do the sides. For that, I told you I cut 2 pieces of paper because I want it to be very sturdy. And then 1 piece of, now this one is very thin cardstock. And I already have these, I already put the pearls on these 2. So we're going to glue these 2 parts here. Make sure that it goes, you know, on the sides here so it doesn't come off. Okay, and now I just kind of align them with my fingers like that. Make sure that it's all well positioned and press it down. If you do that with 2 pieces of cardstock, you're going to have a very sturdy side, okay? And then guys, I'm going to, after this, I'll show you how to glue the boxes, because there is an option too there, and it will be really personal preference again. I'll show you the way I like to do, but if you want to do it differently, it's not like there's no right and wrong. This is how you do it. You just eyeball it and see if the sides are, you know, the outline is good. Very easy. This is very easy to put together, guys. Not complicated at all. So that is done, and we're going to glue. I'm going to show you how to glue that. It's very easy too, because it has the shape that perfectly aligns with the sides. So here we have both sides. They'll go like this, and we're going to glue the first box. Okay, so that's how I do it. I glue the first, and then the second, and then the top. So you have options here. Like I said, I like to keep it like flush with the floor, or with the wood, with the table, because I think it gives it more stability. You can go a little bit higher and be flush with this area here, and it will be, see, a little bit higher than the sides. I don't do it like that because I want both sides and the box to be aligned, you know, at the bottom, to be just flat at the bottom, because I do think it adds stability. And this is a tray, so this is so now we just kind of eyeball it, place it right in the middle, put a lot of glue. You want this to be very sturdy, and I just align it like this to know kind of where it's going. It's harder for you guys to see, but I want to make sure that it has the same distance here that it has here. And I think it just needs to go a little bit to the right. And that's it. I mean, the first one is gone, and now it's just a matter of doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm just gonna press here a little bit just to make sure that all the glue, this glue is so strong that really I'm going to do this. Same thing with the other side. I'm going to look here and make sure that the distance is the same, just to go a little bit to the right here, and it's perfect. Now press it down, and you have the first box placed. Okay, I'm going to just press it a little bit, and then with my fingers. And now the second one, and the third one will be the same process. Okay, so the second one we have the front will be where the pearls are, so I'm going to align that. Again, you have the second area here. You can go a little lower and give, let me show you how I did with my other one. See how flush it is. There is no space here, but you do have a little bit of a space underneath, so you could give it go a little lower than that. I just prefer not to. I like to go again to align it with this top here. You can either do that. Let me do it sideways so you can see. So you can either go flush with the top like this, or flush with the bottom. That's personal preference. And then you're going to have like a little bit of an outline here on the sides. It doesn't really make a difference, guys. Not that much. But see this, you don't need this on the sides. That was a mistake I made. So, but since it's there, I was not going to take it off. So make sure that my pearls are all here showing on the side. So I'm going to go here, and again, it's easy to just look at this way. You're going to see if it's well aligned with both sides. It is now perfect, and I'm gonna press it up against this area here, just so I know that it's perfectly aligned with that too. So there you go. I'm gonna press this down a little bit. Yeah, perfect now. And that's how you do the other one too. You can either align with the top or the bottom. Okay, I'm sorry, with this top or this or the bottom here. This here, either here or here. So where you place it, it really is up to you. Depends on how high you need it. I'm gonna put some more glue here. Same thing. Make sure that it's aligned, and there you go. Just hold it and press it down a little bit. Bone folder, best tool ever, honestly. If I had to choose one thing that I can't live without, bone folder. So there you go. We have the second one in place with our little pearls in front, and now the third one. Again, I did with the other one, I left a little bit of a space on the top. See? You can do that, and the higher you put it, the higher it's going to be. So now I am going to, I think I'm going to go a little higher on this one. But again, your choice, okay? So just put some glue on the side here. Put a lot of glue, actually. Do not be afraid. And we're going to align it. And now we're going to do the last one, the last side. So it's not complicated, is it, guys? I know that when you open this die, you go, oh my gosh, what do I do with all this? But it only took me one. I made one and I was like, okay, I got this. And I decided to teach you because I know how helpful it is when there are tutorials on these dies that have more it has a lot of parts to it. So, and the PDF, again, it's optional. You can get the PDF, and it does help because then you don't have to remember everything and watch the video every time. So there you are, guys. Here is the one we made together. So two different, the sides I did differently, different papers. I just played with one paper pad. Beautiful, very colorful, but kind of muted colors. I love it. See how sturdy it is. And here's my other one. So please do let me know which one do you like best. I always like to know that. I don't know why, but I do. Please let me know, okay? And let me know if you found this helpful, and I do hope you get this die and you have a lot of fun with it. Don't forget to use my coupon Paula, because then you can get 10% off, okay? And all the links and the link to this die set is below in the description of the video, okay? Thank you so much, guys, and you have a great day.